Transparency generally is so important in this entire process because the more American people know, the more government is going to be held accountable. And I'll give you just one very specific example around healthcare. I mentioned that I want to set up a system where every American has healthcare that's at least as good as the healthcare I've got as a member of Congress. And if people want to, and if you're interested in the details of the healthcare plan, you can go to my website, barackobama.com. But people ask me, well, why do you think you can get it done and overcome the insurance and the drug companies that spent $1 billion over the last decade preventing reform from happening in lobbying and campaign contributions? And what I tell them is, I respect what the Clintons tried to do in 1993 in moving health reform forward. But they made one really big mistake, and that is they took all their people and all their experts into a room and then they closed the door. And they tried to design the plan in isolation from the American people. And during that period of time, the insurance companies and the drug companies and the HMOs, they mobilized. And by the time the Clintons announced their plan, you already had these Harry and Louise ads out. You guys don't remember this, you weren't born, maybe. I'm teasing. You were 6. But these ads were out there that convinced the American people they should be afraid of health care reform. Now, I will do it entirely differently. Within the first 100 days of my administration, we are going to have a big table, and everybody's going to be invited. Labor, employers, doctors, nurses, hospital administrators, patient advocate groups, the drug and insurance companies, they'll all get a seat at the table. They just won't get to buy every chair. And we will work on this process publicly. It'll be on C-SPAN. It will be streaming over the net. And every time we hit a glitch where somebody says, well, no, we can't lower drug prices because of the R&D costs that drug companies need, well, we'll present data and facts that make it more difficult for people to carry the water of the special interests because it's public. And if they start running Harry and Louise ads, I'll run my own ads, or I'll send out something on YouTube. I'm president. I'll be able to. I'll let them know what the facts are. One of the things that you learn when you're traveling and running for president is the American people at their core are a decent people. There's a generosity of spirit there, and there's common sense there, but it's not tact. And mainly people they're just misinformed, or they are too busy. They're trying to get their kids to school. They're working. They just don't have enough information, or they're not professionals at sorting out all the information that's out there. And so our political process gets skewed. But if you give them good information, their instincts are good and they will make good decisions. And the president has the bully pulpit to give them good information. And that's what we have to return to, is a government where the American people trust the information they're getting. And I'm really looking forward to doing that, because I am a big believer in reason and facts and evidence and science and feedback. Everything that allows you to do what you do, that's what we should be doing in our government. I mean, I want people in technology. I want innovators and engineers and scientists like yourselves. I want you helping us make policy based on facts, based on reason.